you essentially became a rock star after the polo ads.
Oh yeah.
And you started hanging out in Atlanta. You started hanging out with LaFace.
Yeah.
And all the people on that label. And I guess you and Chili started to date?
Yeah, we had a brief little thing. I think she had broke up with Dallas. And the crazy thing, me and Dallas became friends because she had this tattoo that said DA. So I was like, who's that? And then it dawned on me, Dallas Austin. And I was like, oh. So, we had a little on and off thing. It was cool. She was really cool. And this was like right before Crazy Sexy Cool came out. And then so at the album release party in New York, I was there and I was hanging out with her. And, everything was getting ready to blow up for her, but she was still, she was still in love with Dallas. So, we just felt it was best that, leave her alone, let her and him try to work it out, And the crazy thing is, me and Dallas became friends after that. And we even joked and talked about it, I was like, bro, that woman really loves you, but I guess he didn't feel the same way about it. So,
Well, yeah, I've interviewed Dallas before, and they ended up having a baby together at one point.
Yeah. You got a beautiful son. Bless them both.
Yep. I remember there was a situation you talked about where you were modeling at the Javits Center, and you saw Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, I saw Jada Pinkett, and I came to her and tried to holler at her, but I did it too street, and then she kind of put me in check and said, my young brother, this is how you do it. And then, it was a lesson learned. And every time I see her, I'm just like, yeah, I tried to holler at her before, Will, but, it was back in the 90s. And she was just so so graceful and so beautiful. She didn't shoot me down, but she just put me, she aligned me in the ways of being a gentleman and how I approach women now because of that.
Okay, so then at one point you started doing music videos. Mm-hmm. And were you and Toni Braxton Breathe Again music video?
No, I wasn't in Breathe Again. I don't know why that comes up on my resume, but I was in.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I was only in Unbreak My Heart. Yeah. Right. But the Breathe Again, the guy looks very similar to me. We have very, our bone structure is very similar, but he's like 5 shades lighter than me. But, I hate taking, credit for his work,
Okay, but then you were in Biggie's One More Chance music video.
Yep. Yeah, and that's crazy how that happened because me and Big were down at Howard Homecoming, and he came back earlier, and I came back. I think I came back that like the next day or something. And I'm sitting behind this trailer, and I'm in my Land Cruiser. I get out, and I think I was standing outside getting ready to smoke a blunt or something. And Big comes out of the trailer, and he's like, "Yo, Tice, what's up?" I said, "What's up, Big? What's going on?" He said, "Yo, I'm shooting my music video. I really, really need you to be in this." I said, "Well, shit, I just got back from Howard, so, give me a couple hours. I'll go to the house and throw a jersey on and come back." And, I came back, and Heavy D, D-Nice, like, there's so many people in that video. Miss Jones, Mary J. Blige, so many of us in that video. And we just, it was a brownstone right there on 94th Street in Manhattan where we filmed it. And it was just, man, it was so much fun and love back then. And, Chris was, Biggie, was always like, because we were both Jamaican and we were both coming up in the business. He was always cordial and just a gentleman. I remember us having the same Rolex. We both bought ours from Torno on 42nd Street. And we had the exact same Rolex, and we were in the tunnel one night just chilling, talking about it. And man, things like that was like, this is before he blew up. And he was just so humble and so cool, man. It hurt my heart when when they killed him, and it was just like, here we go again, man, on this, violence again. And it just was like, that guy didn't deserve that, he was a sweetheart of a guy, man. He was very talented, and there was so much more to give,
Yeah. No, quite a loss.
Yeah.
Did you and Tupac ever run into each other?
Yeah, we ran into each other a couple times. I saw him at a screening they were having for Above the Rim. And, you know, it was only me and him in the lobby. And this photographer got the picture, but I never saw the picture, you know. But Pac was super cool. I ran into him again when he got out of jail the last time. And I was standing at the House of Blues, you know, waiting to valet my car, get my car from valet. And him and the Outlaws came out, and he was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Yo, you out here from New York?" I was like, "Yeah, I just out here working, chilling," you know. And that was another sad case of seeing that brother lose his life too, man. So it was just like one after the other in the '90s, man. It was tough. It was a tough era.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a rough blow for everyone, especially, you know, a few months apart, the way they both got killed.
Yeah,
You know, they
for
both
real.
got killed
Like
violently.
my
through
mom was a
gunfire.
mess. My mom was a mess because, you know, even though they weren't her children, and you know she had lost a son earlier in '92, she was crying. Like my mom was a mess when Pac died. She was a mess, you know, just understanding what she was going through. You know, Miss Wallace. And it was just tough because she too was a Jamaican mom, you know, and lost her son.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Extremely sad, man.